right now, it is absolutely beautiful. This is what race day is all about here in Southern Colorado and America's Mountains. It is a crystal clear day here for the 89th running of the Pikes Peak International Hill Climb. The crowds have been incredible. I'm looking at picnic grounds, also down at Glen Cove, and the parking lots are absolutely filled, something I haven't seen in quite some time.
Pikes Peak is one of the toughest challenges in motorsport. 156 corners over 12.42 miles. And our car, 220 gear changes. Surface changes is from pavement to dirt to back to pavement. Altitude changes of 5,000 feet. This year driving the Hyundai Veloster is an ex-teammate of mine and good friend Lachlan O'Sullivan.
It's a party, Jan. Let me just tell you, everybody's having a really good time, but everybody's being respectful. They're all enjoying themselves. It's a beautiful day down here.
Well, I mean, with the fans, I mean, it's double what there was here last year. So with the fans, for me, I'll see them out on the course, and they're going to have cameras set up in the road. They'll probably want us to hit them. A lot of butterflies, a lot of, just crazy energy. You're trying to not get too pumped up because the guy that's calm on the course is the guy that's going to have a really good time out there.
The ability to just put fear behind, I mean, you hear some of the car drivers say that you wait until you see God until you brake when you're coming up Pikes Peak.
Started off with a little bit of a bummer. Unfortunately, Lachlan had, a record running time to midway and to the top of the W's. He has pulled off to the side of the road. It sounds like it's mechanical. Very unfortunate.
The legend himself, Rhys Millen, the man that had the record for many years here on Pikes Peak until Monster Tajima broke that record back in 2007.
I perhaps wouldn't have come back myself if it wasn't for Rhys, competing and trying to get the record back in the Millen family. I'd had such a wonderful time beforehand, and I'm actually surprised this week after 2 days of practice how much fun it still is.
I used to drive for a living up and down these old highways, hauling all my hopes and dreams along with all that freight. Sometimes at night I'd pull her off to the side, sit out on the steps and watch the world roll by.
Absolutely phenomenal driving by Rhys Millen, making his way through old familiar territory here on the Pikes Peak International Highway.
The dream rolls on through my life, through my song, right or wrong. The dream goes on and on.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to announce we've got a new course record for the time attack two-wheel drive class.
Woohoo! 11:04 to Jeff's 11:07. What do you get? 11:04 to 11:07.
There's a few marbles all the way up, in this top section here. Nothing like we saw in practice, and they're like black marbles. They might be rubber.
Copy that, copy that. Great, thank you. Congratulations. The Unlimited division is definitely, the iconic division of Pikes Peak. It's the overall win. It's the division you have to enter to go sub-10.
Biggest competition's probably the mountain, because that's what you're racing. You're not racing wheel to wheel with anybody. So beat the mountain first, and that's hard to do.
The wind's starting to howl once again. Weather is always a factor.
This year, the bottom section is really dry, really slippery. There's no way the road is as fast as it was last year. One of the biggest challenges about the upper section being paved is the speed that you're carrying around the corners and into the braking zones. You really need to push that limit and maximize that time in those situations.
I really feel bad for Rhys. Rhys drives the hell out of that car. They've worked hard for this mountain, and he's got a braking problem. Hopefully they'll get it figured out.
Pedal just kept getting softer and softer until the last two I had nothing. And I was literally using the gears to slow me down. And up here, when you're approaching the corners at 120 mile an hour, you've got to lift way early. It was so frustrating.
Rhys is a competitor. He ain't gonna give up. He's just like his daddy. The Millens are gonna be there. So, Monster this year, who knows next year? Monster Tajima has now set a world record on Pikes Peak in 2011.
Hats off to Monster, 9:51. It's a good time.